You know what I'm saying?
I actually want to be, I know all this shit coming. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Lil Bird. And I already know, bro. Already know he number one on earth and so much different shit, and a lot of different shit. And I know, once the media and everybody else catch this shit, then the people gonna start wanting to ask questions. So, I just want to be the first one to, have it on film and record. You know what I'm saying? A couple of thoughts, coming from Brian. You already know being on this page how he think, but I just want to have on my page. You know what I'm saying? Also, how number one on earth feels. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna ask my brother a couple questions. You know what I'm saying? And see what it do. So, bruh,
Mm.
goddamn, you know, your drive has been like this your whole life. So, goddamn, knowing that you're number one on earth, what does that mean to you? And how do you feel on a daily basis just being number one? What does that mean to you? Like,
I mean, the titles, you know, the titles come with hard work and dedication. Like Floyd Mayweather said, they come with hard work and dedication. Being persistent and staying consistent. You know, if I don't have clothes to make for somebody else, I make them for myself. I make a shirt and take it apart. I film some shit. I go outside and film an ant, film a squirrel, film a groundhog. I find something that I feel is interesting, and I film it. Whether it be videos, movies, pictures, or whatever. And it's just that I try to create. Even if you read biblical time, God is the author of creation. I mean, God creates things. The devil was the author of copying. He copied what God did. So if you creating, you doing the work of God. If you copying, you doing the work of the devil.
okay, it's very interesting. So, if you had to tell everybody why it is you do what you do, other than creating, and who do you do it for, other than obviously yourself, what would you tell the people?
Um, well, you know, um, I create because that's just the mindset that God gave me. When I see things, I either say, how can I make it better, or how can I do this different? As far as my drive and what I do and who I do it for a whole lot of people. It's too many to name in this one YouTube video because it's only 15 minutes. And I mean, hey man, the list is long of people. I always say this, man, a lot, and when I figured out the people helping me needed help, I couldn't do but supersede, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my aunt Emma was buying my clothes and my movies, and, my mama and my dad, although they didn't believe in what I was doing, they still supported me. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of other people, just a lot of people, man, bruh, big bruh. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, Kush Boys, just so many people, man. And people who really, a lot of people who haven't invested a penny of money, but have invested a lot of invaluable inspiration and motivation, you know what I'm saying? And I just do this for them, man, to show them that, believing in me, nothing is gonna stop, you know what I'm saying? Nothing short of, death or, being shot or murdered or, every day God gives me breath and health and strength. You already know, man, I'm gonna create, like, and like, especially like with my clothes, I don't sit down with a stencil or a pad or pattern. You know what I'm saying? I look at some shit, I get a concept, I get an idea, and I go to motherfucking work, put colors together, and shit sweet, man. Nothing out there can touch Raw Square clothing. Nothing. I don't give a fuck what you name, because you buying a duplicate of some shit. You know what I'm saying? The original, the authentic model of what you're buying is in the office, and they giving that to the manufacturer to reproduce it. You know what I'm saying? When you buy raw squirrel, nobody is gonna have that. Even if I make a nigga, which I won't. Somebody say I want that exact same shirt, I'm gonna tell them I can't make it. And I can make something similar. It won't even be like yours. It'll be similar. It'll be of that same design, but y'all still have two different products. My thing is to set myself apart by creating my own name, branding my own name, my own products. my own lines, my own raps. I mean, even the raps are comedy rap. I don't do serious rap. That's just not me. You know, I don't take it that seriously to even tell people what I've done or what I can do or what I have done. You know what I'm saying? It's all about finding something funny in the element of making words rhyme to me. I mean, that's just basically it.
Okay, people. There's a lot of rumors, going out there from a lot of lanes, which really don't matter. But people still ask questions. So people like you around kids a lot. And why is that? Why do you hang around kids? And what is kids' inspiration to you, if any?
Well, the truth be told, I don't hang around kids. The truth be told, they come around me. You know, they come knock on my door. You know what I'm saying? My dad will tell you, like Ty. You know what I'm saying? Knocked on my door yesterday when I went home. Jason them came today. Mama knocked on the door. I mean, kids see something in me that they don't see in their parents. And what it is the truth. I don't tell them, I tell them, yeah, I done got high before. I sniffed heroin for 18 years. I done sold drugs. I done toted guns. I done shot niggas. I no longer do that. And in my detailed description of telling them what I have done, I also tell them you don't want to go down that road. I'm not telling them from, no lame on the outside looking in. You don't want to go to jail. I can tell you specifics. Jail smells horrible. It takes you a week once you get out of jail to wash this shit off your body. The uniform feels nasty. It feels like you walk around with a wet cornflake on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for me, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's different. I heard Floyd say this the other day, and it's the truth. And I've always said this. Even when I was using drugs and I used to talk to counselors, you cannot be an expert at anything unless you've done it. I mean, how can you be a drug counselor and you never use drugs? That don't even make good common sense. You can tell me how easy it is to stop being addicted to a drug and you've never used it. You've never been addicted to it. You've never robbed for it. You've never stolen for it. You know what I'm saying? So with me, it's more of an experience type of thing. I've been that child before, and and I didn't have people who believed in me. And I just sent a message out to every child. I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in yourself, I believe. Even if you don't believe in yourself, I can give you the motivation, the tools, and the inspiration to believe in yourself, because I believe that every human life counts. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where it is. And out here in Verona, I'm trying to instill the attitude that everybody doesn't like sports. Everybody's not going to succeed at sports, especially black people. They just want to throw us a basketball or a football. And that's not the case, man. We can be thinkers. We can be doctors. We can be lawyers. You know what I mean? We can be, as of the same caliber, not just like, but as of the same caliber of Zuckerberg, Gates, Buffett. God has instilled a great mind in every human being. The thing is, people just choose not to maximize it. Because when you choose a profession, you're not actually being you. You're being of that profession. Like you choose to be a nurse. You're being just of that profession. That's not who God designed you to be. God designed you to be you. Now you can the profession can be a nurse, but take it to another level. Use the nursing field. If that's where your heart is, use that to excel at what God put that in you. Don't just go to the hospital and work. I mean, that's cool because we need those also. But we also need people to find the next thing with blood plasma, find the next thing with chemo, whatever it is, and I believe in young people because at the end of the day, people from a certain age group think that they have it all figured out. And kids are more willing to listen, not just to me, but listen, period. You can't excel. You can't supersede life. You can't supersede expectation. Kids are willing to try a lot of things that older people aren't. And that intrigues me, man. And, you can tell my techniques work because, you see the young people, and, I started with a lot, now I cut it down, but you see the people that be around us. Excuse me, we walk around the streets, they picking up trash, throwing this shit in the trash can or whatever. They see people in the neighborhood who's not here, not from around here, and they want to ask them, why you here? They see people in your yard that they don't know. Man, what the fuck you doing in that man's yard? You know what I'm saying? And, we all come together as one unit. I mean, it's days I have money and I act like I don't, just to see the togetherness. We all walk to the store and he might have $5, he might have $2, and it might be 10 of us. You know what I'm saying? And between the 10 of us, if they got $11, they'll make sure everybody gets one $1 item. That's the thing, man. It's power in numbers. The Chinese have it figured out. The Japanese have it figured out. the Indians, African Americans do not understand this concept.
Okay, before we wrap up, this is a very inspiring interview. I'd just like to ask you one more question. And, coming from who I am, your little brother, and I've only actually been with you for about 8 months now, and I've seen so much and I've learned so much. And, each day is, it's another challenge. And just like you said the other day, I've matured a lot, you know what I'm saying? And, first of all, I want to say, before I ask you the question, I want to say that no matter what anybody else think, I know, and I love you. I appreciate everything you've done, man. It's never in the next trillion years will it be another person on Earth like you. You know what I'm saying? I just, man, what I'm saying. Last night I dropped a tear. I wasn't doing a video, but what I'm saying, I ain't get to the point where I could be on video crying, but
shit, I got 100 of them
for sure. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, man, it's just, I'm just so glad ain't even a word, excited, I'm just amazed that I'm in this position that I'm in just to be around you, and I know everybody, the little nigga said, and shit, but my last question is, as far as the world, what would be, and what are you trying, what type of impact are you trying personally to make on the world? There's a lot of things out there, cancer, AIDS, haters, goddamn, sick people, homeless. Do you have a impact that you want to give on the whole world, or what is your intake on the world, how it's going, direction it's going into, and what you plan on doing about it as an individual?
Well, I can only speak for where I am in my current circumstance. I can't speak for China because I don't live there. However, what I can say is this: everything starts in the mind, and my focus is on the youth, the generation that will precede me and the generation that will precede them. My daughter, her kids. I want them to build buildings in our name. I want them to know that, it was. I once heard somebody say, every day that we live, you basically preaching your eulogy. You go to funeral and they say, well, this person belonged to this club. I want people to say that, this guy was a great human being. It's real simple because when you look at life, you look at anything, especially when you look at the youth, my mother's a teacher, most of the women in my family are educators. And they've always taught, they have their old school mentality. Pull your pants up, do this and do that. Well, when you can't fight fire with fire. You need something that takes the oxygen out of fire in order to make the fire go down and put it out. And my thing is this: focus on the mind. If you want a man to pull his pants up, walk up to him hating on him or calling him a name, it's going to push him the opposite way. Same thing with girls. If you don't like your daughter's boyfriend, show her what a good man is. Don't tell her the nigga she with ain't shit. That's going to push her more to him. She going to do nothing but tell him. So I focus on the mind, because you can't change your clothes until you change your mind. And my thing is this: if I want him to dress a certain way, well, maybe I should take him around people who dress a certain way, who live a different type of lifestyle. Another thing with the youth is this: I've lived in damn near every level of economic situation probably out, except for being super rich. And one thing I can tell you is this: until you offer a person a realistic opportunity to even want to change, it's some bullshit. All the programs, as far as we just want kids to stop selling drugs. But what if his mama smoked crack, and the only people that come around his house is crackheads? He has to pay for the food, he has to pay for the rent. He doesn't want to wear, balled up used shoes to go to school and get, soaked in class. And he makes $400, $500 a week. Well, if we really, really want him to change,